Good morning, everybody. Now, mechanism of transcription in eukaryotes. We have already discussed in two lessons. One of the lesson was a discussion about promoter regions. The other was RNA polymerases in eukaryotes. So now, let us go through the how the transcription process takes place in eukaryotic cells, because all of you know that eukaryotic cells contain a well organized nucleus. So the transcription in eukaryotes is somewhat sophisticated as well as complicated process. So it is not so simple. Basic process will be same as in case of prokaryotes, but the mechanism differs to some extent because of sophistication and number of steps increased, because after transcription RNA processing has to take place. So the basic steps will be same, but due to sophistication it differs to some extent. Now in case of eukaryotes, transcription takes place in nucleus. So the process of transcription, as we have already discussed in the previous lessons, the process of transcription takes place in nucleus, and that transcription has to complete after the completion of the final stage, that is initiation, elongation and termination of transcription. mRNA has to undergo processing, because eukaryotic genes are interrupted genes. Interrupted genes, as you see here in the diagram, along with the coding sequences, there are some non-coding sequences interrupted the coding sequences of the gene. So because of this nature in eukaryotic cells, that has to be removed. After transcription, the mRNA has to be processed, and the processing of mRNA is called as mRNA splicing. That is nothing but removal of non-coding sequences or intronic sequences. Now the process of transcription has three different phases. Number one, initiation, elongation and termination of transcription. So for initiation, it needs RNA polymerase. So RNA polymerase will be the main enzyme, especially polymerase 2 will be the main enzyme for polymerization of ribonucleotides, and that polymerase has to bind to the DNA at the promoter region. As you have already gone through the promoter regions, especially Tata box or Pribno box, GC box, octamer box, different type of consensus sequences that are present. So usually the mRNA transcript is transcribed by RNA polymerase 2 in eukaryotes. That will be the main enzyme. Though RNA polymerase 1, RNA polymerase 2 and 3 are present, they have got different activities. As you know, RNA polymerase 1 will transcribe some other tRNA and other sequences, whereas RNA polymerase 2 will transcribe almost all types of mRNAs, and RNA polymerase 3 will transcribe tRNA and other genes, ribosomal RNA genes. So the polymerization of mRNA, that is transcription of mRNA transcript, is done by RNA polymerase 2. So once it has to join the promoter region, usually the promoter region is present or located upstream the start point of transcription, The start point of transcription is located, for example, it is indicated by +1 sign, and promoter region is located somewhere 30 nucleotides upstream the start point of transcription, or start point of transcription start site. And before the RNA polymerase 2 joins the initiation complex, the data box is identified by TF2D, because the RNA polymerase 2 also needs the assistance of transcription factors. There are transcription factors or transcription proteins are associated with that, and that has to assist the RNA polymerase to initiate the process of transcription. So as you see in the diagram, TF2D binds to the data box. In the first step, you see small TF2D will bind to the promoter region or data box, or you can say Pribno box, and it is somewhere located 30 nucleotides upstream the start point of transcription, as it is indicated in the diagram. So along with that TF2D, TBP is another protein called as data binding protein. It will also join the TF2D or data near the data box. So after joining of TF2D and data binding protein, TF2B binds to the initiator complex. TF2B. Now in the fourth step, TF2F, which has unwinding activity, joins the TF2F, which has unwinding activity, joins the complex, and TF2E binds to the initiation complex along with the all other proteins. After the joining of all these proteins, TF2D, TBP, and TF2A, TF2B, and TF2F, all these transcription factors, when joined to the different positions around the data box, then RNA polymerase 2 will also join, and finally TF2E will also join the initiation complex. Now the initiation of transcription by RNA polymerase 2 requires the basal transcription initiation complex at the promoter region. Now it has formed the initiation complex. The assembly of this begins when the TF2D, which contains the data binding protein, that is TBP, it is indicated in the diagram as TBP, binds to the data box. So now this has already completed, this process has already completed. The other transcription factors also have joined, and polymerase 2, RNA polymerase 2 also has joined the complex as shown in the diagram. Now after joining this, because TF2F has the unwinding activity, so after joining the data box, it starts the unwinding of double stranded DNA to form the transcription bubble. Now all the as you know, all the 3 eukaryotic polymerases require the assistance of transcription factors. Similarly, here polymerase 2 is one of them, and it also requires all these assistance as indicated in the diagram. Now the different promoters and transcription factors are utilized by different polymerases like polymerase 1, 2 and 3. So now we are mainly concerned with the polymerase 2, because mRNA transcript is transcribed by the main enzyme will be polymerase RNA polymerase 2. So now as shown in the diagram, all the transcription factors have joined in the upstream region from the start point of transcription. The formation of locally unbound segment of DNA required to initiate the transcription. Initiate the transcription, and this involves the interaction of several transcription factors with specific promoters required by RNA polymerase II. And now, when TF2F has joined the complex, TF2F has joined the initiation complex, the unwinding is supported by this transcription factor. Now the conserved element that is closest to the start site is starter box, and already the different transcription factors have joined, and the location is -30. So the upstream nucleotides that are present before the start point of transcription, they are numbered in they are indicated with negative numbers. So it is present upstream, 30 nucleotides upstream from the start point of transcription. Now the transcription initiation begins with the local unwinding of DNA double helix. So once the double helix is unwound, now it will be free for RNA polymerase to start the polymerization. The initiation of transcription by RNA polymerase II requires the unwound DNA. Now it is done by TF2F. TF2F contains two subunits. One of which has DNA unwinding activity, therefore it catalyzes the localized unwinding of DNA double helix, which is required for the transcription, initiation of the transcription. Now TF2E joins the complex downstream from the transcription start point. Similar transcription factors and promoter complexes are required to initiate the transcription by RNA polymerase 1 and 3 also. Now once the unbound DNA is available, transcription bubble is formed. Now RNA polymerase adds ribonucleotides in the direction 5' to 3'. So freely available 3' and will be there, and it can start directly new strand of mRNA. It does not require any primer. So the process of transcription takes place in the direction of 5' to 3', and the new nucleotides will be added at the 3' end. And as the process of transcription proceeds, the TF2F will unwound in the same direction, and RNA polymerase will also shift from one position to another position, and it leaves the promoter region and proceeds in the direction of transcription. So once the RNA transcript of 10 to 15 nucleotides is formed in eukaryotes, then the initiation process will be completed, and that will be RNA polymerase will leave the promoter region, and it will proceed in the direction of transcription. So the direction of transcription will be the direction in which the sequences are downstream from the start point of transcription. So for example, this as in the previous diagram it is shown, the start point is indicated with +1. So +1, +2, and so on and so forth. So the polymerase will move from promoter region towards the start point, and from start point it will move downstream the sequence from the start point. So the RNA polymerase is assisted by other transcription factors which will help in the process of unwinding of DNA, and also the portion of the DNA that has been completed transcription or it is transcribed, that will also rewind. So unwinding and rewinding function is done by the transcription factors that are assisting the process. So the different steps of joining of transcription factors associated to RNA polymerase 2 can be indicated in the following diagram. TF2E step by step. In this diagram you can see data box. It is located upstream the start point of transcription, and it is data box is located 30 nucleotides away from this start point of transcription, and here it is indicated with green box. So on the double stranded DNA it is indicated with green segment. Now in the first step, TF2D binds to Tata box. Now it is followed by TF2A and TF2B. Both will join one after the other, and along with the TF2D, Tata binding protein TBP will also join, and then it is followed by TF2F, and RNA polymerase will join the DNA double helix. After the joining of TF2F, then only because it has ability to unwind the double helical DNA, then only the process of unwinding starts, and RNA polymerase will be able to initiate the process of transcription. So once all these factors are joined, TF2E will also join, and the complex initiation complex is formed, and it is followed by unwinding of double helix. Locally unwound double helix is formed, and that double helical unwinding in the initiation helps the initiation of the transcription, and that locally unwound portion is called as transcription bubble. So once transcription bubble is formed and RNA polymerase starts the polymerization process, and in the beginning 8 to 10 nucleotide segment is formed, mRNA transcript is formed, and it will be aborted, and this process of abortive transcription, the process of transcription in which it has RNA polymerase will attempt to form the mRNA, and it cannot go beyond 10. So it makes attempts to start the transcription by completing the 10 nucleotides. So once it is formed and get aborted, that process is called as abortive transcription. But when it crosses the 10 nucleotides, then it will continue the process of initiation will be over, and it will enter into the next step called as elongation process. So once the mRNA chain or ribonucleotides of 10 nucleotide chain is formed, then the process of transcription is initiated, and it will proceed further, and RNA polymerase will leave the promoter region and will shift on to or start moving from upstream region to the downstream region to elongate the process of transcription.